What is up? So it's been like 3 weeks, 4 weeks since I posted, and I know I'm supposed to be dropping every single week, like I said. But check it out, I'm back to posting every single week, and I'm gonna try every other if I have to. But today we're going to be talking about something that everybody struggles with at some point in their life. It can motivate you or it could tear your life apart, but we're going to be talking about the imposter syndrome. You might have heard of it. So before we get into this, make sure to visit thepurposefl.com. You know, we got the merchandise, we got the custom t-shirts, the coffee mugs, whatever you need, and I post music on there, so make sure to check it out, and I will put it down in the description for those of you who didn't get that, thepurposefl.com. But let's get into this. You came a long way. Just look at what you've done. You stressing about the future, think of battles that you won. Don't quit on me, you getting better, journey just begun. I know you thinking life is hard, you're not the only one. When life get hard, you stand. You don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need to breathe. So, like 70% of the people in the United States experience this syndrome, and many people don't know what imposter syndrome is. But if they did, I'm sure that more people would report that they experience the imposter syndrome. Even Academy Award-winning Tom Hanks had the imposter syndrome. So that goes to show you, like, it doesn't matter how successful you are, you can experience this imposter syndrome. That's why you gotta watch this video, you feel me, to the end to know what it is, to know how to identify it, and then go from there. I think Doja Cat is experiencing the imposter syndrome. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I think Doja Cat is experiencing it because she's a superstar and she has lots of successful songs. And right here, she says, I'm a fool for ever thinking I was made for this. And she has some catchy songs. And keep in mind that she's known worldwide. And she says she's a fool for thinking that she was made for this. So let me know in the comments if you think that's imposter syndrome. But this is the age of technology and media, right? So the millennials have grown up with the pressure of social comparison. So with social comparison, the bar is set so high. Sorry, I don't know why I can't talk today. But yeah, with the social comparison everywhere, the bar is set so high. Because say I'm a football player, right? I'm not just competing against my school. I'm not just competing against my town. I'm competing against every other football player in the world because social media, you know what I'm saying? And as a track player, like, if I'm the best on the team, I'm not the best on the conference. If I'm not the best on the conference, you're not the best in the nation. Say I'm the best in the nation, you're not the best in the world. If I'm the best in the world, you don't got the world record, you know? Like with social media, it's always pushing up and up and up the bar. What I'm about to tell you can change your life because imposter syndrome affects your career, it affects your health, and it affects your relationships as well. Imposter syndrome in a nutshell is feeling like you got lucky and people are going to figure you out and that you're a phony. Let me just list the signs of imposter syndrome for you. Number one, you struggle to assess your skills. You don't know what you're good at. You know, number two, you think success is caused by other things. For example, say you want to go to college and your parents say, here's the money for college. You may say, my parents paying for college is what got me successful. So you might struggle and think you're an imposter, you know, instead of thinking, hey, I worked hard in college and I passed my classes. That's how I got. You might think, like, if it wasn't for my parents, you know, I'm a phony. Number three, you fear you won't live up to your expectations. So for example, say I get in the studio. Hold on. Say I get in the studio, right? I make a fire song. Check it. Yeah, fire song. So I make a fire song, right? And I have to perform that song, and they pay me to perform that song. I may struggle and think when I get on that stage, I may not live up to their expectations. That's imposter syndrome. That's a big sign of it. And like I said, Cola Ray is a new artist, and there's a trend. Shout out to her for dealing with it well. There's a trend when because she's new, there's a trend where at her concerts they'll like act so uninterested and like lay on the floor, do rude things, and not cheer for her and stuff like that. So shout out to her for putting up with that and stuff like that. Stuff like that can cause imposter syndrome. Number 4 is self-doubt, a huge one. I know when I was running my races in track, I'm like, man, I might not win this. What if I do something wrong? You get in your own head. Lastly, is setting goals high and feeling disappointed when you don't hit those goals. The pessimistic really takes over. And now that we can identify the signs of imposter syndrome, let's talk about what causes imposter syndrome. Number 1 is family upbringing. Researchers said in family upbringing, if there's a lot of conflict and there's not a lot of support, then that can make you a lot more susceptible to imposter syndrome. Number 2 is a new job. It's more common when people are trying new things or new habits. And number 3 is personality. Like I mentioned earlier, perfectionism. If you're always trying to perfect something, you may struggle with imposter syndrome. So now that I ran through the signs and the causes, let's talk about how to cope with imposter syndrome quick. Number 1 is sharing feelings with someone just to get it off your chest. I feel like I got lucky in that song and it blew up. I don't know how I can keep doing this. Just share your feelings. They might have similar feelings, and that'll help you cope with it a lot better. Next, write down your accomplishments. Get a notebook, talk about all those accomplishments, and then once you write it down, you can be proud of what you've done and you can assess your ability correctly. You feel me? Number 3, stop comparing yourself to others. Me, I don't care about what those other YouTubers doing. I don't care about how many views they're getting. I'm worried about me. I'm focusing on my mental health. I really gotta make it. I see a chance, I'm about to take it. CMO, I'm on that grind. I say that all the time. I keep going. This the end of the line. You see my background? Yeah, it's looking clean. I got a mean mug on my face. I'm looking mean. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment what you think. Let me know if you've experienced any of these symptoms before. And I got videos on mental health and other things like that. So subscribe so you don't miss future content. I'll see y'all next time.
When life get hard, you stand. You don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need to breathe. Show some trust and just believe. What you focus on, expand. You got the power in your hand. Now you gotta go achieve. It's all about what you perceive. Once I put my mind to it, then I saw that I could do it. I had a vision and I grew it. Man, potential never knew it. I think big and I don't listen. They can't stop all this ambition. When you're persistent, things add up like math class addition. It's the little things that matter. Don't rush through